So here is what was the watermelon bed, now our fall bed, and I planted lettuce and spinach. And you can see them peeking up. Another little one right there. I know there was another one somewhere. But this is our lettuce and spinach bed. And then I haven't given you guys updates on what's going on in this bed. So we already got one pepper, green pepper. And as you can see, right here, another one over here. One right there. There's another one right there. The baby one over there. And I think that's an Anaheim, right? Or a poblano right there. So that's all we did with the pepper bed. So I'm going to try something new. And I'm going to try to transplant these little ones down in the greenhouse downstairs and see what I can do with them. I guess you could even transplant the big ones. So I'm going to try it and see what happens. I mean, what do I have to use? Here was the cucumber, squash, and eggplant. As you can see, we have not gotten any squash, but we do have an eggplant here. So here I'm giving you a visual of our tomato bed. You can see all the different tomatoes that we have going in there. We haven't trimmed them for a while, but we got black Krim, little grape tomatoes, bigger black Krim, and we're getting ready to trim all of this. And those are the tomatoes. I am going to pull them because there is a split. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I am going to pull those. This is the same bed as the eggplant. You can see all the different cucumbers that were coming to life. And what happened was, because the squash was planted in there, they ended up turning yellow. They were bitter. I had told him there was too much in this bed. We never got any squash in there. So I'm just kind of going around showing you all the different cucumbers. And they came out, green and everything. And then I was waiting to let them get bigger. And when I did that, they were yellow and they just didn't taste right. So eventually we just ended up pulling out the cucumbers because it kept happening. So I knew it was an issue. So we won't be making that mistake again. I did plant more beans, but I don't know if those are going to do anything. We do have one on here. I think I've gotten two off that plant. Snap peas. I had a bunch that I pulled the other day. We're going to pull these and see what comes out of them. I did pull some to open this up a little bit. And then I think these are onions and garlic. And here's the other side. You can see all the tomatoes. There's our basil that I'll harvest again. What was this? Sage, thyme, green onion. Here's the cabbage. We might get a couple decent sized heads. This one hasn't formed anything. I know they're eating the heck out of the leaves. And here's that other eggplant. Here's the strawberry bed. And somehow or another, we ended up with blueberries. He said he didn't plant any blueberries, but you can clearly see we have blueberries. And I did harvest some strawberries the other day as well. Mystery bed. He said these are melons. We have a couple eggplants. Um, this these probably ain't gonna do anything. I will be having a planogram for next year. And plan all our beds out. There's the grapes. Wasn't anticipating on too much, but they're still alive. They're still here. So I don't know. We'll give it some time. Surprise, surprise. We have a melon in the mystery bed. I was thoroughly surprised. So far, here is today's yield. We decided to pull the carrots because the tops were pretty long and green. And we got some fairly decent ones. He just had them planted really close together, so we got a lot of baby ones, but they're all edible. So a few handfuls of strawberries, basil, and sage. Hey everyone, I got 9 plants here that I'm gonna put in an inside greenhouse with my potty mix from over here. My husband's gonna we trim some of the leaves off of here, just to put more energy into the actual fruit itself. Hey buds and bloomers, welcome back to the garden. It's been a little while since my last update, and if you notice the neck brace, that's because I was in a car accident about a month ago. Recovery has taken some time and slowed me down, but I'm so glad to finally be back out here with you guys. Today, I just wanted to give you a quick glimpse of what's been going on. You can see some of what we've been growing. The cabbages have really filled out. And as you can see in my video, I did show a pic of the 4 that we were able to harvest. So I was excited about that because that was the first thing that, not the first thing, but the first time we have done cabbages. So you can see some of what we've been growing, and it feels great to finally bring in some of that hard work from earlier in the season. Looking forward, I'm especially excited about the green pepper transplants that you see towards the end of the video. First time I'm doing these, and I've had them in the greenhouse down in my basement probably about a week or 2, and I think I've only maybe lost one, which isn't that bad. So we'll see what happens. I did see a couple flowers, and on my next video, I'm going to give you guys a glimpse of what I'm growing, what I'm using, and just show you how things are going. I'm excited about starting tomatoes from seed, more herbs, and cucumbers, since it was an epic fail because he had so much in the one bed. So we'll see how those do in the inside greenhouse. I did start some, but they seem to have died. So instead of using the dirt, the eco dirt that we have, I did buy some seed starters. So I'm just going to start a lot of the ones that have died. There was some tomatoes, some lettuces, that died, but I'm going to use the seed starter mix instead. And then if I need to transplant, then I can use the eco. So I'm hoping the seedlings, are going to get strong and be ready to move outside once the weather is right for the spring. Also, I want to thank you for sticking with me while I healed up. I appreciate you all for watching and for following along. Even after this unexpected break, it means a lot to be able to share the garden's progress with you once again. So
Sorry. Keep watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It means so much to have you all here with me during my growing experience. Thank you.